Just that. I swear the internet is wonky right now. Ugh. Okay. Sorry about that. And I've got to restart my thing over here. Okay, over here. Manage videos. God, I tell you, sometimes they make it so hard. Especially when, your equipment's slow and... Okay, hang on a second. Here we go. Monetization is on. Details. Hang on a second, folks. All right, I gotta find... This is not just something you can just hit live and go. I've got to set things up. There we go. F11 this. And then go down here. And we're back. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. I tell ya, it's almost like YouTube said, "You've done too many live streams today," or something of that nature, Hey, Aaron. Yes, we're all back again. Okay, this looks like this is a good pepper. I'll tell you what. There we go. I like to get as much color as I can in the tray, because that's when I bag them up. I bag them as they come off the tray, right? Just did the same thing this morning. Hey, Tammy, Terry, Penn, Michelle, Aaron, Deborah, Lisa, Karen. Hi, everybody. I love it when you guys keep me company while I'm working. I really do. This white stuff is bitter, so we don't want that in there. It's like the pith of an orange peel, You want the orange of the zest, but you don't want the white pith underneath. Well, this is kind of the same thing. It's bitter. Okay. Getting these all on the tray. You're smoking a chuck roast. Oh, that sounds delicious. Although I prefer roast beef, seared, and then roasted medium rare. That's me. I'm not huge into smoking. I find smoking dries things out a lot, Break up, you guys. Break it up. Break it up. Hopefully Howie will be able to get this in the freezer without dumping it. All right. We got a few green ones in there, so... Oh, my God. That piece. Okay, that is not... Look at this, little peppers growing inside the peppers. Don't throw that away. They're good. Try not to waste any, because we've already got some waste from them being in the bag for 24 hours. Little itty bitty peppers. Low and slow keeps it nice and moist. Oh, well, there you go. off of there. So tomorrow, if it's not raining, it's threatening. Well, now the sun's back out again. I'll probably be doing celery. I'm going to do it the same way. Well, after I bag these up, I just cut it up. Hey, Sandra, how's it going? Good ship lollipop. How are you today? Happy landing on a chocolate bar. Hey, Debbie, I've been working on 100+ pounds of tomatoes today. I'm getting tired. How are you doing? Well, did some target practice today. Now I'm cutting up peppers. We went and bought a hunting blind for hunting season. It's going to be tricky getting me in and out of that blind, but we'll manage. We'll manage. And now I'm doing these. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I'll be picking beans, cucumbers, and celery. So, well, they are nice, but I've run into a few because they put them in this great big bag and then tied it shut so it could be carried. And when they did that, a lot of moisture got trapped in the bag because they were warm, right? So there's condensation in the bag, and anything that was bruised started to rot in 24 hours, guys. No kidding. No word of a lie. It was a bushel. It was a bushel. And since I still have one bag of peppers I'm working on right now in the freezer, that was from last year, I figure a bushel is just about the right amount for us. I don't dehydrate peppers. I prefer them frozen. Prefer my onions frozen too, but I haven't seen any deals on onions. See, I don't even care if it's a double layer thick because I just dropped the cookie sheet. I will do a video on this tomorrow. See, one little bruise, look. And it starts going bad. It is a huge bag. Hey, Snacky T99. Break those pieces off. See what I mean? Look. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get the pith out of here. Just none of the white stuff. Hey, Allison, how's it going? I'm just sitting here working away, and it's going to be like this pretty much every day for the next 6 weeks because I'm going to need, I'm going to be doing more pickles, that's for sure. And it's going to be strange because I have no dill heads yet this year. So I've been using dill seed, dill weed, but, no dill heads. So we're going to get a different, we're going to see how things taste with the different kinds of dill that we use. My last jar of pickle spears, I did what somebody else told me to do, and I put in a little bit of mustard seed. I think I put mustard seed in my dill pickle spears. I never put them in my regular dills. But maybe they'll be a different taste, right? I first found you when I searched and found your video on how to freeze peppers. Wow. Well, all these years, I've been learning stuff too, right? I've been learning stuff too. So over the years, I've learned what works and what doesn't. So and that's, you know, once I figure out what works, then I stick with it. Okay, let's break you off. Pith out of here. Because of watching you, I learned how to can. I just finished making jams, blueberry jam and mixed berries jam. I normally don't leave a comment. Well, thank you, Mary. You know, I'm glad to hear from you. You know, there's a lot of people who don't normally leave comments, and occasionally they do, and I appreciate it. Because if you don't comment, I don't know if you're watching or not. I only know by the numbers, right? And you know what? You folks are so much nicer than numbers, right? I work very hard at trying to get to know everybody. Hi, Frida. Is it okay to add your channel link on my page? Sure. Go ahead. If that's going to give me more views, great. And remember, folks, YouTube's gotten weird. They have been dropping people. You may say you're subscribed, but if you're not getting my videos, then they've dropped you off the list and you want to... Oh!
What did you do?
I threw them in the compost. Can you, here, rinse these off for me, will you? I threw a handful. I was too busy yakking. Here, just rinse them in your hands. Did you set up my course?
Yes.
Thank you.
And it's set up so all you gotta do is the top of your bookmarks.
Yeah.
Instead of the bottom.
Yeah.
And the top crossbow, module crossbow.
Module crossbow?
And that you're right on your
Course.
course.
Okay. And it, how long is it?
Sign in or nothing.
How long is it?
They say it could take 5 hours, but it didn't take me 5 hours. But it took
Could
me
take 5. Okay.
It took me 2 sittings. In the night and in the morning.
Okay, can you do something else for me before you bugger off? Can you fill this bowl with these peppers down here? Just give them a rinse and dump the water off because my strainer's full. Give them a rinse, dump the water off, and bring them back over so I've got more peppers washed.
You need to find your gun license because I did do that.
You did. You did renew my firearms license. So I've got to find the card.
What do you want here?
I want you to fill that bowl with peppers, all different colors, mostly yellow and red, a couple of green, a couple orange. Rinse them all off, just spray them, and then drain the water off and bring them over so I can finish this friggin' this job. Because tomorrow I'm probably picking cukes and beans. We gotta pick beans tomorrow, dear. Yes, the magic wee. Wee! Thank you. I want to add, your channel links of the people I have learned from so others can find you too. Well, that would be wonderful. That's awesome. Thank you. I always encourage people, like, subscribe, share. YouTube's gotten really weird about unsubscribing people. If you don't look at my videos and if you don't, thank you, darling. If you don't look at my videos or comment or something or a like or something, within a week they'll drop you off my subscriber list. Where the heck is all my paper towel going? Okay. Oh, okay. He put the bowl on it. So I know, he had boxes of red peppers. I said, but don't you have any other colors? So I got colors. And then Howie's going to put this in the freezer for me as soon as I am finished with these 3 more peppers or so. And then I'm going to work on the next tray. And then I'm going to have a shower and get into my jammies and maybe watch a movie with my family. or part of my family, or Howie and Briar. Depends. Depends. We've been watching this series on, oh, Howie, we have an Evil. We have the last episode of Evil is up.
You're going to see a thing say keep PayPal.
Gonna say what?
From PayPal, but it was paid with my card through PayPal.
Okay. How did you pay it through PayPal with your card? It's my PayPal, isn't it? How does that work?
Your email is attached to it.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's just.
Can you grab me another roll of paper towel, dear?
It's with my cards.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not going to worry about it. Well, I don't have any. Well, a little bit, but not worth anything. We done spent her all at the farmer's market and the outdoor store.
I got enough for racing next week.
You got racing next. You got enough for racing next week, and then you're done, aren't you?
One more after that.
Yeah, the breakfast one. Right. I'm gonna need you to take these out to the freezer in a minute. Can you wait, like, until I finish cutting up this one pepper? Or are you coming back in any minute? Just give me a second.
Gracie, go lay down. Go down. Go lay down.
She might have to go pee, dear.
I do keeps.
Well, there's leftover meatloaf in the fridge. Make yourself a sandwich. Unless I can make you one when I'm done this. Or I can make you egg sandwiches. Okay, I think this tray. Oh, it's heavy. We want to level it out, flatten it out as much as possible. And then Howie can take that, put it in the freezer. Try not to let it drop. Put it in pick whichever freezer works, dear, that it's going to sit level in.
Probably on the rails. So big.
Oh, right, and the big one, okay. And I'm going to finish this other tray. And then I'll make you something to eat, okay?
Should have kept a few of those tomatoes for me.
There's tomatoes right there, but they're not quite ripe, eh?
Well, yeah, you got a pile of them in there. You should have kept a few to eat.
They're Roma tomatoes. The ones in the freezer. We were going to stop at the farmer's market today and get a couple of big, beautiful beefsteaks. And we forgot. I was going to get some dill, too. But we didn't. What? What are you looking? Okay, go sit down. All right. It's been a very busy day. Go sit down. I'll call you when it's time to eat. Do you want yolky egg sandwiches or meatloaf? Whatever. Okay. Been watching you for years. Well, the Hazlitt family. I recognize that name. For those that haven't watched the videos on Mrs. Bev channel about some of the old ways to stretch the quarter. Oh yeah, my frugal videos. Everything, people want me to do more frugal videos, but pretty much everything I do is to stretch, right? Do you honestly think we could? No. What's that, dear? Oh, Howie took his holiday pay for his racing, right? And he got rained out of one race, so one weekend, so he spent that on the crossbow. We husband our money very, very carefully. It may not always look that way, but we do. Because the hunting course, the bow hunting course for both Howie and I is under $100 for the two of us. Then There is the arrows, the crossbow itself, the case, the targets. All of these things cost money. Yes. You do not. Yes, you need yes, you need a bow. You need a hunter's license, which Howie's just signed me up for the 5-hour course, which I will probably do on Monday when the house is quiet. And yes, you have to have a license, but you don't have to have a license to buy a crossbow, only to hunt with it, right? Oh, I almost put those in the because I'm so busy talking. Okay. Bucket. Today is my most productive day this month. Peas and cauliflower in the freeze dryer. Oh yeah, I wish I could afford a freeze dryer. Right? And one of the reasons why we're concentrating so tightly on hunting this year is because, well, we didn't get our beef from the farmer. And we were kind of shorted on the money we got back. Right? Like he overcharges for the pig, which there wasn't much there. But so I've left what's left of that pig in the freezer so that when we get deer, notice the positive intention of thought there, folks. When we do get deer, I'm going to be grinding up that pork with the deer meat because deer meat's really uber lean, right? And I don't want to waste that pork. So same as the USA, we have to have hunting permits and tags. Yes, but this is why we've laid. Now, here's the reason we've laid out the money on the crossbow and the targets and the arrows and the license and the courses is because we found out just 6 weeks ago or so that you see here in Canada, I don't know how it is in the States, but here in Canada, you need a hunting license. B, if you want, does is the female deer, for those who are not familiar. And they are a lot more around than the bucks. Okay, you only need one buck to do a herd of 20 to 50 deer, right? Of course, you'd be a little ragged by the end of the season if he had like 50. But the thing is if you're hunting with here's how it works. First hunting in October is bow season, which is compound bows, and crossbows. Okay. Then the second season is muzzle loader, a rifle that you load through the muzzle with a ball and wadding and powder and all that stuff, just like old Charlie Ingalls. Then it's rifle season. And by the time rifle season comes around, the deer are shy and swift from being shot at for 6 weeks or 3 weeks. Then there is also the fact that, like I said, there's a lot more does than bucks around. But in order to take a doe, you have to have a doe tag. And the doe tag, you can't just buy a doe tag. It's a lottery. So you buy the ticket, and if you win a doe tag, great, you can take a doe. You can take any deer, antlered or otherwise, with a doe tag. But if all you have is a buck tag, you can only take a buck and only one with 3 or more points on its antlers, right? So here's the deal. We were out for dinner. I know some of you already heard this story. We were out for dinner on our anniversary, 31st of July, so you do the math. And we ran into a neighbor who said, if you bow hunt, you don't have to buy a doe tag or a doe tag lottery ticket. You don't have, You don't have, they're not gender specific, the tags for bow hunting. So we can take whatever deer we want as long as we have a tag and a license. So here's the deal. The deal is we need to put meat in the freezer. This isn't, we're not sportsmen, folks. We're hunters. There's a difference. We don't sport shoot. The closest we come to sport shooting is actually target practice. The only time we actually sport shooted was when Howie had a handgun, and we would go to the range for that. Howie sold all his handguns as soon as Trudeau got into office, because we knew those are the first things he was going to attack. But anyway, so once we got home and we looked it up and found sure and shooting, you know, the bow tags you get for hunting with a bow or crossbow are not gender specific. So we've upped our chances of putting meat in the freezer by like 200%, because I'm going to take my bow license as well, and that means we can get 2 deer if the opportunity presents itself. Now, next year, we will enter the doe tag lottery again, because you never know. And if we get a doe tag for the rifle season, we can take a doe in rifle season. And then we can probably take a deer or 2 in bow season. So we're going to make sure, one way or another, that I've got lots of canned ground meat and lots of meat in the freezer this winter. You know what I mean? Hey, Tina, how's it going? Diana, Sinead, Brazen. That's Brazen Spirituality, right? That piece was too big. Urgh. I'm about over halfway through these peppers. I may have to do a smaller tray in my fridge freezer, but that's okay too. Now, why do I flash freeze them? The same reason I'm going to flash freeze my celery when I harvest it. Why? Well, last year I just cut up all my celery and I shoved it in bags and threw it in the freezer, and then I had to use a hammer and chisel to get them apart to cook with. So if you flash freeze, and then tomorrow I will bring these trays in and I will drop them, and they will all break apart because they'll be frozen. And then I'll bag them up, and then that's my peppers for the winter. Yep, that's you. Okay, good. Depends on state and what zone you're in. Yeah, that's true. The zone we are in means we don't need a gender-specific tag for hunting with a bow. I don't know where that is the rest. I just know in our zone that's allowed. So we're going to take full and frugal advantage of that. And I'll be picking my apples. Howie will be picking my apples soon. There's apples and pears on the ground out there that aren't ripe. So I think he's going to pick all those up and take them over to where we hunt to put them out for the deer. And hopefully deer carrots will be coming out soon. I'll tell you what, folks. Things are getting real busy around here. It always seems to take me by surprise, you know. I'm sitting here. Hang on a second. I got to turn this part off. I'm sitting here one day, you know, doing pickles, and the next thing you know, everything comes in all at once, and you're going from, okay, what am I going to do today, to, oh my God, I got 6 zillion things to do today to get ready for the winter. But, you know, that's the way it works, right? This is the way my grandparents did things. If they didn't have a garden, you know what I mean? But they did. I hope I'm not throwing... Okay, I'm not throwing these away. Hey, Rosie. How's it going, sweetheart? Let's get this off of here. Waste not, want not, folks. It's already going bad. Ha! Ho! Ha! Hey, it's gotta be Kay Dean, Lena B, Edie Murray, Bucket List with Holes. How's it going? Yeah, I love it when you guys keep me company while I'm working. You know, I mean, this winter, I'm already planning on recovering. I'll show it to you another day. Briar's blue quilt, and I think the reason it's falling apart on the top is because I used a heavy duty. I got a bunch of fabric given to me that was like work pants material, navy blue. And when I sewed it with cotton, like with other cotton fabrics, the cotton fabrics kind of fell apart compared to it. So I have some ideas that I want to, I have to get my sewing machine fixed too. You know, the guy wants $149 just to take my sewing machine in to see what's wrong with it, when all it needs is oiling, cleaning, and the tensions reset on like 3 of my sewing machines. And the problem is he wants $149 just to get it in the door. So I'm going to have to take apart one of my sewing machines and see if I can't get myself some tensions organized. We'll see. I can't keep buying secondhand sewing machines because they're cheaper than fixing the ones I have. I have like 4 sewing machines right now. One of them's garbage. It's going to go out to the garbage. It's a plastic brother that my sister bought, or my sister got from one of her husbands for Christmas one year. And it's just crap. It's just lightweight, bounces all over the table. And I could never get the tensions to work on it. I'm better now. I'm over my inner ear infection and allergy, not draining the right way, and got to make orange marmalade. Really? You've never made marmalade before? Marmalade is not for everyone. You know, I doubt Howie would like marmalade. But my dad liked marmalade. I like marmalade. And you know, there's different flavors of it too, right? There's orange and orange, lemon, lime, grapefruit, you name it. Okay. Oh. All right. What do you want for supper, Briar? Do you want egg sandwiches?
Sure.
Okay.
I
got to take a chicken out of the freezer. I'm going to spatchcock it, I think, for
ate a
tomorrow.
small bowl of cereal today.
What?
I said I've eaten a small bowl of cereal.
And a bag of chips.
Half a bag of chips.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll make yolky egg sandwiches for supper. Or peppers and eggs. I just might fry up the eggs with some peppers and onions in them and make those into sandwiches.
Kind of like a Western.
Kind of like a Western, but without any meat. A nod to Clara, the Depression era cook. Peppers and eggs. Hey, Angel, how's it going? How's the weather in Florida today? Allergy? Okay, I'm glad to hear it, Rosie. Nothing worse than, you know, being off when you've got so much to do. This tray will have to go into the freezer. Everyone says, hi, Briar. He's waving a peace sign. All right. I think I can do one more pepper on here. Maybe I can get these last 2 peppers, and then I have about another tray's worth, really. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. It's like a party for your spaghetti. I love the colors of the garden. I actually think I have a green pepper in my garden somewhere. Pretty sure I saw a little one somewhere where my leeks used to be. I bet you I got leeks out there, but they didn't. My leeks and onions and garlics just got crowded out by weeds. I couldn't, there was too much rain. I couldn't get out there and weed as well as I could have or would have liked. So, see, and then I just take a handful of these out of a bag, which you've seen me do often enough when I'm making spaghetti or stir fry. There we go. And one more pepper, and then these can go out into the freezer. I'll get Briar to hand me the tray out because I have to open the door and then lift the tray because I have to hold it with both hands. So, but that won't be for a few minutes yet. I'm going to finish this pepper, and then I'm going to get off of here. Well, I guess I could stay. Hey, Kim R. Did you ever try cardboard for weed suppression? Guys, I have tried a lot of things. And yes, I should use weed barrier, landscape fabric and stuff like that. But it's a pain in the butt. It really is. And when it comes to onions and leeks, they're so small when they go in the ground. You know? Okay. I'm going to go put these out in the freezer. And then I think I'm going to head out now because I got to start dinner and I've got to finish these peppers. But I've got some things I have to do. Oh, oh. Yes, it's been one of those days. I think I might go for a swim. I don't care how cold the water is. This is Mrs. Wolfie again, saying thanks for joining me for another live stream while I do stuff. All right, while we do stuff. Anyway, I got another 10 pounds of peppers to do, and then I'm going for a shower or a swim or both, and getting into my jammies. And then I'm going to take my hunting course. Take care. God bless. And again, thanks for keeping me company. Mwah! Remember, now listen, we talked about this earlier. Remember how we talked on Rumble about supply chain interruption and stuff? Because of the potential war in the Middle East and all the unrest in the Middle East and all that stuff. Well, here's something else. At midnight last night, the railroads in Canada shut down. All the railways shut down on a strike. Talk about supply chain interruptions. And even if the strike only lasts a couple of weeks, it's going to have a ripple effect because this is a big country and most of our wheat is out on the prairies. And how is it going to get to the rest of the country or anywhere else without the trains? This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, prepare, pray, and keep spreading the light. But prepare and pray. Take care. God bless. Come on, you.